So he's in shotgun formation, 2nd and 6. It's a four-man rush, nothing crazy, but it ends up getting home and winning. And this ball is just going to sail. It goes over DK's head into the hands of undrafted safety RJ Mickens, and he's going to take it for a return. Sorry that I'm slurring my words. I'm very tired. I haven't slept, so kind of bear with me on this, but we're going to break it down, man. Rodgers, see how he speeds it up right here? Like, he doesn't want to do this. He speeds up his release, fires a bullet, just overshoots his receiver, and Mickens is right there. Man, it was just an unbelievable play, man. This was a common theme for the Chargers defense tonight, is Rodgers having to throw quicker than he anticipated under pressure and sailing it, and it was a pick or an incompletion. There were several plays like that tonight. And once again, shotgun formation, 3rd and 2. This time, the Chargers, they rush for again, but this is basically a stunt if you think about it, because let me highlight him for you guys. So, Tuli to below 2. If you guys don't know what a stunt is, it means you're rushing the quarterback, but you're really not rushing the quarterback. And the reason why you do it is to sort of fool the defense. So we see how he's rushing, and then he just lets up. And yeah, like this is 100% intentional because he knew Rodgers the entire time was going to step up. So he just lets off, and then he brings him down. If he just rushes the whole way, bull rush, then Rodgers steps up here, and he probably ends up picking it up with his legs, or maybe he hits. Looks like Austin's out there working against Derwin James. He was kind of breaking free with his speed. So yeah, Tuli made an unbelievable play. This definitely changed the game, man. The Steelers had a punt, and I mean they're all the way back in their own territory, so it's not like they had momentum or anything. But why give them any hope, right? Now in this play here, I'm still kind of wondering myself what the Steelers were trying to do, because you have Cam Hart right here, you have safety help, and you have DK Metcalf. So you have Hart who's up on him. He's not really like pressing him at the line of scrimmage or anything like that, but he's getting aggressive. He's pretty much right close to it. And watch out when Rodgers snaps this ball. See how he immediately looks at DK? So this shows that he was throwing it no matter what. And the problem with that is there's nowhere to throw it. There's no window. Because you can get aggressive knowing that you have help if you get beat. And then he just gets his right hand on it, deflects it, and it's a sword celebration to that point. And let me see see, like that's just straight all over him. There's nowhere to get that ball. And good job by Hart by not falling for this move right here, too, and giving DK like even just an inch. Perfect defense right there. That was one of the best plays of the game, in my opinion, for sure. And the Chargers are 3-0 in the division. Everyone's talking about the Chiefs and the Broncos. Well, hang on a second here. No one in this division has beaten the Los Angeles Chargers yet. So they got to prove that they can, man. This is the Chargers division to lose. Now, in this play, it's 3rd and 6. And if I'm being honest, this is the most impressive play of the game for several reasons. This is just Justin Herbert and Ladd McConkey being absolute superstars. Like, look at this ball, man. You can't throw a better pass than this. I don't know what's more impressive, the pass or the catch. Like, the pass is impressive, don't get me wrong here, but look at Ladd. I mean, he has to hold on to this. He's fighting, and then he just wins the battle, and he gets up the field. If this had been a touchdown run, then maybe it would have been the catch. I'm going to go with the throw, personally. Jalen would end up chasing him down, but still, it just showed the grit of the Chargers tonight. They just wanted it more, man. It was men against boys. And the one thing I don't like about the Chargers, there's only one thing I don't like about them. It's that it feels like a road game when they're at home, especially against like the Steelers or a big market team. That needs to change. I mean, being in LA obviously doesn't help that, but it would be cool if the Chargers like just didn't sell tickets to the Steelers. I know they're not going to do that, but maybe in like the playoffs, but if there's home field, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm complaining just to complain, but it's just kind of annoying, like hearing cheers every time the Steelers. There wasn't many. There really wasn't many cheers tonight for the Steelers, but early on, I mean, like it was kind of like a 50-50 game, but the Chargers just pulled away. And on this one, man, it's Ladd McConkey, and he's lined up inside, and watch this route that he runs, man. Just the stutter, and then it turns into that slant over the middle. There's no help, and he scores a touchdown. And the first thing I thought of when I saw this play, as the Steelers score a late touchdown with 2:57 remaining to cut the lead to 16, is this is exactly why I'm not in the NFL. As a former high school corner that was not very good, and that's why I make videos and I'm not on the team. This happened very, very often, and I feel for that defender right there. I mean, Ladd McConkey, one-on-one, good luck with that, right? I mean, he just absolutely freezes him. This guy ends up just kind of biting on the fake, and then Ladd just goes right across the middle. Herbert hits him to the chest, and it's a touchdown. Jalen Ramsey's not going to be able to do anything besides maybe put on a hit and try to force a fumble. Yeah, Ladd McConkey looked absolutely possessed tonight. And he only had a couple of catches, but the catches were absolutely game-breaking. game-changing type of catches, man. He balled out. So impressed with the Chargers because I made a video talking about the trade deadline, and I just didn't have much faith in this team. And I know a lot of people were disappointed in that, and I get it. But there's half the team isn't on the field. But the Chargers, what do? They go out and they take on a hot Steelers team coming off of a dominant win against the first place Colts at the time. And they just send an absolute message. That's what this game was about is, hey, look, we're going to just play power football and we're going to prove that we're better than you. We're more physical and we want it more. And the Chargers got it done. And it wasn't just Justin Herbert being a superstar. No, it was the defense, the tenacity. It was the run game through Kamani Vidal, of course. And it was also just the constant pressure on Aaron Rodgers, special teams. Of course, there was a punt that sort of like not ricochet, but there was a punt that was spiraling and it hit off of the Steelers returner's hands. And then of course Dicker with that 59-yarder. And there was just collectively a great game by the Chargers. And I'm just so pleased with how this team competed because every single week it seems like something goes wrong for this team. And like the Colts game, for example, that was a disaster, an injury, or maybe we're talking about like the Falcons game. I mean, there's been a lot of lows this season, but this team has responded and they've just found ways to get by it as they're going to do a touch pass to Keenan Allen. That's going to be the record. Congratulations. Sorry, guys. Just clap it up. Keenan Allen, one of the greatest Chargers of all time. That's a design play to give him the record as the Charger sideline is going to storm the field here and tap him on the helmet. I mean, imagine having that feeling right now. It's something we can only dream of, is leading the Chargers in receptions. I mean, I never thought anyone would touch that record by Antonio Gates as Derwin fires up the crowd. Yeah, all the Steelers fans left early. Good riddance, man. Get out of our stadium. But I just, man, I love being a Charger fan, man. I actually got into the Chargers late. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know if anyone really cares, but I became a football fan back in 2020, and I started to make content. I love Justin Herbert. Like, I used to watch football, and then I just, like, found myself kind of watching the Chargers more often than not. And I was like, I guess I'll just be a Charger fan at that point. And, I mean, it hasn't been great, but if I'm being honest, but I knew that if you're just patient and you believe in this team and what they're doing and they're building, and ever since they brought in Harbaugh, I mean, it's been nothing. It's only been the second season, but of course, 11 wins last season, and then this year now 7-3 on the season. I just know this team's building something special, and of course, like, financially and draft capital wise, there's only so much this team can do. But it's not like they really needed a monster trade deadline. They just needed a sort of like a depth swing tackle and Trevor Penning, and that's what they did. And the fact that this team just basically dominated the Steelers, I mean, and yeah, sure, they didn't dominate the Bills or the Colts, but again, they will. They will. This team's only improving and getting better, and this defense is so good. Justin Herbert's so elite that they've got a chance against anyone, every single Sunday. And I'm just excited with how this team performed because I love being proven wrong. A lot of people who make videos don't want to be proven wrong. They always want to be right. But like, I love the fact that the Chargers made me look like an idiot. Like, I honestly didn't have much faith in this game. If the Chargers had won, I would have thought it would have been like kind of like by the skin of their teeth. But no, they dominated this game and they looked good in all three levels. And they ran the ball. Justin Herbert made throws. The defense was lights out. I mean, they gave up a late touchdown, which kind of makes the game look a little bit closer than it actually was, but that's cool and all.